Amazing! Gracious!
Another person's fast food choice, Lori.
Yay! Amazing! Gracious!
Another person's fast food choice, Lori.
Yay!
Hello, what's up guys? My name is Percy and I'm the Guinness World Record holder for the largest collection of fast food toys. Yeah, baby. Okay, so today we're here with Jeff, the early bird here. Okay, so I'm here once again to tell you another amazing and stupendous and inspiring Percy's Fast Food Toy Story. And boy, have I got a toy for you. So for today, I have a hearty breakfast together with a toy that I specially chose. It's a surprise toy, and it's once again a Kinder Joy egg. And I can't wait to bring out, to unravel, or to unwrap. How do we call that? Uncrack the egg, so that we will be able to see what surprise is in store for us. Okay, now let's set up our table here for our hearty breakfast. Hold on a second. Okay, so a while ago I went with a good buddy Stong at 7-Eleven just to get our breakfast fare, and for today I chose the cheesy rice meals. Look at this one. So this is the first time to actually get this one, so I'm very excited as to how it will how it will fare in my palate. So since I just love cheese, obviously this is yeah, from the get-go I think it will work very well with my palate, with my taste. Okay, now aside from this, I also got for our beverage sort of a Christmassy Pepsi. So I just hope that this is not yet expired. Well, according to the expiry date, it's not yet expired. Now, the reason why I got this, well, obviously, I'm such a sucker for Christmas-themed objects and collectibles. So, even if it's sort of old, so probably Pepsi has produced this sometime December of last year. Yeah. It's pretty old, but I'm glad that I still found it in 7-Eleven so that it will be added up in my collection. So this particular can, once it's consumed, will actually remain as a collectible. Okay. So next up, we have a straw for that because we can't be too careful. We also have a dessert cup. And this time, I think yesterday we have the tiramisu, but today, this morning, we'll have the mocha caramel, and we'll get to compare which one of these two variants of desserts from 7-Eleven is actually so much more palatable or so much more delicious as far as my taste is concerned. Last but not least, the pièce de résistance for this wonderful fast food blog would be the Kinder Joy egg, and once again it's colored blue. So obviously this is a toy that would be most appropriate for the little boys. Okay, now I think for the coming days we'll be having a lot of this Kinder Joy because it's raining, and it becomes utterly hard for me to actually visit the nearest fast food restaurants just like Jollibee or McDonald's. But suffice it to say, it's been very wonderful. Had it not been for the rain, I wouldn't have enjoyed this wonderful breakfast meals that can be had in 7-Eleven. Okay, now let's dig in. So here it is, the cheesy rice meals, and open it up. It's packaged rather neatly so as to avoid any contamination. So you can be assured that the food that you are actually consuming is relatively very, very safe and clean. Okay, voila. This is it. Okay. So there you go. It is a cheesy rice meals. Cheesy rice meals. I think it's chicken. I don't know. It has some chicken bits there, some cheese, some carrots, some vegetables, and it is well, it's saturated with kind of pale looking cheese, but nonetheless very palatable. This is right. Okay, so according to the label there, it's actually rice. For a minute, I thought there was actually some pasta here, some elbow macaronis, but probably not. They sort of look like chicken. They are actually chickens that look like a pasta. Okay, now let's dig in. Jeff, would you like some? Okay, let's try this one for size. Okay, it's oozing just like the pizza, Probably they use some mozzarella cheese here. It's kind of stringy. Okay, for the big reveal, let's taste. Wow. I guess this particular dish is more creamy than cheesy. Yeah. Although it was named cheesy rice meal, but I can taste the overpowering taste of the cream more than the cheese. But it is nonetheless very delicious, and you could yeah. So this is probably chicken Alfredo, or I don't know. It was never mentioned in the label, but yeah, like I said, it's more creamy than cheesy. I would have hoped that there will be a lot more tangy taste, just like as you would in any cheese, like in the pizza or in some other pasta dishes. But yeah, but it is, like I said, delicious. Mmm. Wow. Okay, there are some bell peppers there, which is what I like. Is bell pepper the same as pimiento? Because they seem to blend well, especially with the melted cheese and the cheeses that I've encountered, some cheese sandwiches. When there are pimientos there, it just makes the sandwich extra special. Well, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I like my cheese sandwich with pimiento. So this one dish actually delivers because there are a lot of bell peppers. If bell peppers are actually pimientos. Okay, it is great. Now, before I finish the main dish for this particular breakfast, let's try the dessert. This time it is yeah, it's a mocha caramel. Yesterday, the dessert was tiramisu, and it delivered. It's a very, very delicious dessert. And as you can see, there are certain layers here of I think some cream. This is probably caramel, some graham crackers there, and another layer of caramel. So this is caramel overload. Okay, let's open it up. Maybe we can use the scissor. Let's see. Oh wow! Now this is quite a gourmet dessert. Look at the swirl on top. Wouldn't that make you so much more hungry? Wouldn't this dessert look so much more appealing? Okay. Well, according to some chefs, there is a reason why they sort of present their food in a very presentable, in a beautiful way, because it adds up to the deliciousness. I don't know how it works, but definitely when it's able to actually attract the eyes and compounded by the fact that you have a delicious dish, you basically have the perfect dish for that particular meal. When you have sort of have those elements there, the aesthetics, the way the food is presented, and of course, not to be compromised would be the taste and the quality of the food that you're actually consuming. Okay, now let's try this dessert with a different spoon, of course, so as not to mix the flavors of the cheesy rice meal with this mocha caramel dessert. Yeah. Let's see. Mmm. Okay. Yeah. So I stand corrected. It's not actually a graham cracker, but it's a sponge cake that is, positioned in between the caramel icing. So it's good. Pretty good, actually. So if you're a fan of really subtle coffee flavored desserts, just like a mocha caramel like this one, this is definitely the dessert for you. Although it's a little bit overpowering as far as the sweetness is concerned, but yeah, different folks for different strokes. Well, if I were to compare the tiramisu with this mocha caramel, I would choose single-handedly the tiramisu. But it's still very delicious. Like I said, if you're a fan of subtle coffee flavored and really sweet desserts, this one is for you. And I'm sort of missing some grits, which I enjoyed yesterday with the tiramisu. There are some crackers there, probably some cookie crumbs, or yeah, which made the dish so much more textured. Aside from the fact that it is delicious, it has the right sweetness, and it's the first time that I actually tried tiramisu. I mean, a really delicious tiramisu. Okay, so this is how. Mm. Now for the big reveal, let's get on with the Kinder Joy egg. So this is it. We seem to have two desserts here, all at the same time. Okay, let's open it up and see what the surprise is inside. Okay, so this is the half of the egg with the gold foil. So obviously this is the dessert, the chocolate concoction of Kinder Joy egg, which is a mixture of white chocolate and brown milk chocolate with some cereal balls to actually add the texture. You know, it's very important that there is a certain texture in your desserts. I don't know. Well, to me, it's very important. It really adds to the flavor, although it's just the texture that we're talking about here. But it certainly adds up to making the dessert so much more palatable, so much more appealing to the taste. Okay, now we also have a scooper here for the Kinder Joy, and let's see what is the surprise inside. Okay. Oh wow. What is this? Okay, it's obviously a car, but it has several parts. So there's going to be an assembling that is needed for this particular toy. It's a good thing that every Kinder Joy egg would come up with a flyer here. It would have an illustration on how the toy would be played. It's a vignette on how the kids would actually play with the toys. And there's also a QR code here for you to enter into the Kinder Joy app for some additional surprises. And how you can play with the toy, and how you can probably make some more creative ways to have your kids enjoy the toys that are found in Kinder Joy egg. And then over at the other side, we have step-by-step instructionals on how you can build the toy. Although some of the toys that are given away by Kinder Joy, even if they do require assembling, are actually easy enough to assemble. But it is it is very nice that Kinder Joy went out of their way to give you an instructional step-by-step instructions on how to build this toy, unless of course you fail to actually build it on your own. Okay, so we basically have two parts here. So let's see. Okay, so we put the yellow upper portion of this vehicle, and voila, that's it. And then I think this one would actually jumpstart our car. It's nothing fancy, but it actually helps in actually catapulting the car, or actually start up the car to make it move. So what you do is to snap on this gray bar, and how's this? Oh, okay, it's not. It's actually the design of the car. It doesn't do any of that. Okay, I thought it's something that you would do to make the car move faster, just like in the other toys that I've encountered. But obviously, it is just an accessory or a design of this car, so it doesn't do that effect, that particular effect in the toy. So that is it. So it's just basically one of your regular miniature cars, and I just love the fact that it's small, but it's still very detailed. Yeah, very nice. So that is it. Okay. Now, so once again, guys, where's the car? Or where's the car? Okay, once again, guys, so let's try to be thankful to God for all the amazing grace that come into our lives. Be they informed this awesome car from Kinder Joy Egg and this awesome breakfast that I'm just about to finish after this vlog. Such a wonderful toy and a great addition to my Percy's Fast Food toy collection. Or basically, guys, let's be thankful to God for every amazing grace, be they small or big, be they seemingly insignificant or the truly eventful ones, or just about every amazing grace that make our lives a lot more happy and jolly. And I thank you guys for always tuning in to Percy's Fast Food Toy Story. Thank you so much to new subscribers. Please do invite your other friends to also subscribe, because we still have a lot more. And I mean a lot more Percy's Fast Food Toy Stories up my sleeves. Okay, so until the next one, bye for now and see you around. Bye!